where everybody is. Oh well, some days are like that, you know. Some days when you get home, nobody's there. Well, I know what I'll do. I'll see what's on TV.
Presents As the Watt Turns, the continuing story of world's resources running out as waste walks in and with...
I know what I need. I'm really hungry and I need something to eat. Well, let's see what we have here. Apples? No. Potatoes? No. Peaches? No. A Frisbee? What's a Frisbee doing in my refrigerator? You know, it's really cold in here. Well, that means I should turn up the heat. 80 degrees should be just right. That's better. Uh-oh, Froggy. Froggy, this sock is disgusting and it needs to be washed. And you, Froggy, you can hibernate. Well, now it's really hot in here. Well, I'll turn on the air conditioning. That's better. Maybe I'll listen to some tunes.
Oh, no, my butter's soft, my ice cream's melting. This frog is disgusting. Shut my door.
Wow, first you twist this dial and then you turn that one. No, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I've been thinking of quitting.
You turn me on, my little red light goes on, then my turntable goes round and round and round, and you don't even listen. Man, I've had it. Like I didn't want to make this gig in the first place.
Right on.
Tollitson, we interrupt this program with a special news bulletin. Dorothy's appliances go on strike.
Good idea. We're on strike. We're on strike. We're on strike. We're on strike.
Who's that? Who was that?
Oh, that's the energy godfather. He'll sing the day.
I got an idea.
What?
Let's go out and have some TV dinner.
Oh, make mine chicken.
Make mine Chungking Chinese.
Make mine chicken.
Well, who did you say you were?
Weren't you listening, Dorothy? Didn't you hear what they said? Dorothy, I am the energy godfather. And you, Dorothy, you have been wasting lots of energy, and it's time for you to learn something about it.
Well, look, I've already been in school today, and I don't have time to learn anything more new. Come on, Toto.
Oh, no, you don't. It's time for you to visit Energyland. Right there. And take one of these.
Gosh, Toto, Kansas never looked like this. Where are we?
Where are we? This is Energyland. This is the primal nexus of all fundamental forces. This is the home of all energy forms. Kinetic, atomic, chemical, potential, and radiant. According to Einstein's theory
Hey,
of
wait
relativity...
a minute. You have to speak in English. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Well, Dorothy, before you can understand any of this, you have to understand what energy is. Now, energy is heat, energy is light, energy is motion. It makes everything right. For example, Dorothy, your appliances get their energy from electricity.
Look, I know what energy is. My folks say I'm full of it.
Yes, Dorothy, you certainly are. You see, your body is a machine, and you get your energy from the food that you eat.
Not anymore, I don't, because you know my refrigerator just went on strike.
Dorothy, don't interrupt me, or I'll turn you into a solar panel on the Howard Fillmore Memorial Home for Wayward Mongoose. Got it? Besides, right now, for your enjoyment and edification, a friend of mine is coming right over that hill. His name is Horatio Horsepower, and he will explain it all to you.
Right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and even grown-ups. That's right, and I'm going to tell you the electrifying story of electricity, or what's what, or current events.
Well, what's so hard about electricity? That just seems like a bunch of switches and plugs to me.
Well, that's right, Dorothy. It is a bunch of switches and plugs, but it's much more than that. You see, first of all, you gotta make it.
Well, how do you do that?
Well, you see, they got these wheels, you see, and they gotta make these wheels turn round and round, and that makes electricity, you see.
Well, what's so hard about turning wheels?
Well, Dorothy, these wheels are so big, it takes a lot of push to push them. Now, we burn oil. We burn coal, we burn natural gas, and we split atoms. Now, this makes heat to make that water boil, to make steam come up, and that turns those great big turbines round and round, generates electricity right to your house.
To my house?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty neat, huh, Toto?
You know, Horatio, maybe we could make this even more fun for Dorothy. Why don't you bring on the boys?
Boys, oh my.
Ha-ha! And now for some electrifying plug band music. The boys!
From the sun to the clouds, let's toss the rain up on the ground, from the river to the dam, that makes the turbines go round and round, from the dam to the pole, to the house in the big city, to the outlet in the wall, with electricity. And the earth was new, that sun shone through, primitive life came and passed. It's decomposed, and it got dirt, and turned to oil, coal, and natural gas. And now a well, into the ground, back to the refinery, brings gasoline, so we can drive, and electricity.
Electricity, well, I don't see that we have any problem at all.
Well, you know, Dorothy, it may look like we don't have a problem, but believe your old Uncle Energy Godfather, we really, really do have a big problem.
Well, you know, when I go visit my friends now, they all have their TV sets turned on, and the radio's on, and all the lights are on, and the heat's up, and it seems to me like we have all the energy and all the electricity that we could ever need.
Well, yes, Dorothy, it does look like that, because yes, it's true. Your friends are leaving the lights on, they're leaving the stereos on, they're leaving the TVs on, the heat. That doesn't mean that we've got lots of energy to waste, because Dorothy, that is what they're doing. They are wasting energy. Dorothy, our supplies of energy are limited. That means they run out.
You mean where all that energy and electricity comes from, there's not enough of it?
That's right.
You mean I'm wrong?
That's right, Dorothy, you are wrong. Now the world's resources are running out. Now you take our water power, for instance.
What do you mean water power?
Well, everybody knows that water naturally runs downhill. Now, we capture that water and we store its energy.
But there isn't room on our rivers for very many dams.
That's right, and lots of people are using it, Dorothy. Now, lots of people are drinking it.
That's right.
Lots of people are washing their cars with it. Rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub. And lots of people are washing their itty-bitty bodies in the bathtub with it.
Yeah, it's the pits, isn't it?
Now, of course, you know, some people like atomic power. You see, we've got atomic power. Some people don't like atomic power.
But almost everybody will agree that atomic power can be very dangerous and maybe make you glow in the dark.
Well, you know, maybe we just don't know enough about atomic power yet.
Maybe you're right.
That's true, Dorothy. You know, of course, you've got your fossil fuels now. You've got oil.
And you got coal.
And you got your natural gas.
But you don't got much.
Well, what do they do?
What do they do? Well, Dorothy, they burn. They burn to heat your house.
They burn to drive your car.
They burn to heat that water that makes that steam come up that turns those turbines round and round and makes electricity.
That runs my appliances.
That's right.
But we don't have much because we're running out.
Right again.
Well, I think I've begun to get the idea
It
now.
looks like it, and now I'm gonna make it even more crystal clear for you, Professor. When dinosaurs walked o'er this land, all they ate were figs, berries, and grapes. They had no need for machines, and they had no industrial waste. But that was a long time ago, and they died in the food that they ate. The sun turned it all into fuel, and for years everything seemed great. But now there's no more oil, no more oil, no more oil for us today. No more oil. No more oil. No more oil. What can we say? Humans burned it up so fast. They didn't try to make it alive.
We may be big and quite massive. Oh, yeah, we are.
But a dinosaur has only so much gas
To give because there's no more oil. No more oil. No more oil for us today. No more oil. No more oil. No more oil. What can we say?
100 years ago, no
They thought that oil would not run out.
but now it's used so very fast.
It's up to you to make it last, 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 or there'll be no more
I
oil.
really mean this.
No more oil.
I'm not kidding.
No more oil.
I mean every word they say.
No more oil. No more oil. No more oil. What can we say?
No more oil for my bicycle.
No more tires for your bicycle.
No more oil for my car.
No more plastics.
No more oil on my pizza.
No more Tupperware parties. No more oil.
Not a drop, folks.
No more oil.
Not any.
No more oil for us today. Help! I'm running out. No more oil. No more oil.
Not any.
No more oil. What can we say? No more oil.
No, sir.
No more oil.
No more oil for us today.
There's no more oil.
Well, that sounds like we really do have a problem then, don't we?
Seems pretty hopeless, doesn't it, Dorothy?
Yes, it sure does.
Yeah, it seems like every cloud has a silver lining, but yours is lined with icky, yucky spinach.
Yeah.
Seems like the goose that laid the golden egg just got kidnapped by Colonel Sanders, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Well, don't give up the ship, Dorothy. It's always darkest before the dawn. Isn't it?
Doesn't seem like he has any answers either, does he?
Well, I know like it sounds like he doesn't this time, and sometimes he does, sometimes he don't. This time, he's not doing too hot.
I'm lost.
Yeah, it's a terrible state of affairs. He doesn't know what he's talking about this very minute. It's
Not
just
now.
Sotaroo.
Yep.
You bet it is.
Well, you know what?
What's that?
I've just been thinking, now, if there's no more oil, then that means there's no more electricity, right?
Right.
And if there's no more electricity, then that means my stereo isn't going to work, and neither is my TV, right?
Right.
And it also means that all the food in my refrigerator is going to rot. And my house is going to get really cold and dark and kind of scary, especially at night, you know. Somebody should do something about it.
Well, Dorothy, that somebody is you.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
What can I do? I'm just a kid with a green frog.
Listen up, kid, and I'll tell ya. You can contrive. You can resolve. You can help this old world keep its energy reserves. I really mean it, please observe. You get what you desire. A few simple little things you can do to help this whole world through. You can conserve.
I can conserve.
You can preserve.
I can preserve.
You can help this whole world keep its energy reserves. I really mean it, please observe.
Please observe.
You get what you deserve.
What I deserve.
A few simple little things you can do to help this whole world through. Turn off the light when it's through using it. Turn the stereo off and the TV too. Oh, when you're through, wash and dry. Only a full load at a time. Turn the faucets off tight, especially at night. And there's one thing more. Close that refrigerator door. You can contrive.
I can conserve.
You can reside.
I can preserve.
You can help this whole world keep its energy reserves. I really mean it. Please observe.
Please observe.
You get what you deserve.
What I deserve.
A few simple little things you can do to help this whole world through. You bet. A few simple little things you can do to help this whole world through. Not bad, kid.
Real good, real good.
So you see, Dorothy, there is something you can do to help.
You know, I bet I could ride my bicycle every now and then instead of always asking my parents to drive me everywhere. Well, that would help save energy, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yep, that's using the old energy thinking cap there, Dorothy.
You bet. And you know, Dorothy, there's something else you can do to help conserve, and that is called recycle.
Yep.
Recycle.
Uh-huh.
Is that when you use things over and over again?
That's right, Dorothy. Now let me show you something here. You see this itty bitty squashed up tin can here? Well, before it was all squashed up, it was a mineral in the ground. Now, someone had to dig it up. Someone had to sort it out. Someone had to shape it up. Someone had to wrap it up, and someone had to bring it around.
You know, it takes more than one man to make that kind of can.
Say, it takes a lot of tin to keep the soda pop in.
That's right, Dorothy.
Who's that?
Oh, the strange one.
Is that the person on the bus?
Reggie recycles me name. Energy savings we gain. I make with the Twitter from what you call it, and then I remake it again. And then I remake it again. Hello, Dorothy dear. Welcome to good old Energy Land. I'm Reggie Recycle, and I'm here to tell you how to recycle, and my dear, it's so easy. For instance, what do you do with your cans?
Cans?
Oh, my.
Precisely. Well, the first part, dear, you already know. Like, what do you do with your Coca-Cola cans and your Pepsi-Cola cans, dear? It's so easy. Take them back to your grocer's butt. What about them other kind of cans? Your can, please. Thank you. What do you do with those kind of cans that say dog food? And how about them Campbell soup cans? Well, I'm here to tell you. Wash them up, pop them flat, and drop them at your your nearest recycling center. Recycling center. Are you with me? Recycling center. Recycling center. Good. The special thing now is aluminum can. A can in the hand is my favorite brand. I crush it and melt it, reshape and reheat to turn into tricycle seats. Seats. Oh, to turn into tricycle seats. See, dear, did anyone in your class ever tell you how simply wonderful education could be and how much fun? Well then, now, let us consider how to recycle paper.
Paper. Oh my.
Exactly. So it's the same thing, my dear. You already know what to do with your old bags and your old boxes. Of course, use them over. But what about them other kinds of paper things, eh? What about them things in your basement like magazines and newspapers? Well, I'm here to tell you. Stack them up, wrap them up, and drop them at your nearest recycling center. Recycling center, precisely. Recycling center. Oh, Dorothy, I'm so glad you come here to spend this little bit of time here in good old Energy Land. And now then, about paper. With paper, I am a whiz. I am the best that there is. I roll and refine it, machine. It's great. Unlimited biz. Well, it's quite unlimited biz. Aren't you having a wonderful time here in good old Energy Land? And now, I'm here to tell you what to do with your glass.
Glass.
Oh my!
Exactly so. And it's so simple, my dear, you'll love it. For instance, you already know what to do with your Coke bottles and your Pepsi bottles, don't you, dear, of course. Take them back to your nearest grocer's. Borrow a few extra pennies, right chuck under the chin for you. But what about those other kind of glass things, dear? Eh? What about those jars and those bottles that say no deposit, no return? Well, I'm here to tell you. Get one of those boxes from your basement that you're recycling, right? And fill it with those bottles that say no deposit, no return, and take them to your nearest recycling center. Got it? Recycling center, just so. Recycling center. You do learn well, Dorothy. Has anyone ever told you what a good student you are? Well then, now about glass. Glass, I love it, you know. To me, it's a lovely rainbow. I work at its dazzle till I want to frazzle to make jewelry and pops on me show. To make jewelry and pops on me show. Recycles me pain. Energy savings me gain. I make the fun quicker from what you call it. And then I make it a pain. And then I can make it a game. Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? Stop that. And then I can make it a game.
Boy, that's just great there.
Thank you so much.
You're not
And now
coming back?
I'd like to emphasize just once more, dear Dorothy, that recycling is just about the most important thing that you and I can do to conserve good old energy.
And that's right, and you know, conservation, Dorothy, is probably the most important natural resource that we have got.
It's
He's
true.
right, you know.
It's true. But looky here, Dorothy. In addition to conserving and recycling, looky, we also got to be thinking about other energy forms or alternatives.
Oh, say, thank you. Say, you know, I know about the alternative there.
Do you?
Yeah, a geothermal. Geothermal, that right there? Geothermal, that's right. Now, that's where you bring heat right out of the center of the earth. Now, you know, we have this sleeping volcano right here in Oregon, I guess. It's called Mount Hood, right? But sleeping like that, you know. Anyway, they're experimenting to bring some heat from that volcano right out of there and bring it right into your home. That was a long story.
Yes, and so boring, too. But let me tell you about recycling fuels, and that, my dear, is simple. That's where you analyze your garbage, as it were, and choose the things it will burn, and burn them up to create heat. Isn't that easy?
Oh, how exciting that is.
You know, I bet
that we could use the wind to turn those turbines that Horatio was telling me about, and we could make electricity that way.
That's right, Dorothy.
And you know,
So
Dorothy,
fast.
Dorothy, there's one more alternative that is so much fun, and that is boogie boogie, the energy from the sun. The sun, the wonderful old sun, and that's called, get ready for this, solar power.
That's the right energy down the father!
Oh, buenos dias, senores and senoritas. I'm so happy to be in Energy Land today, where the wind is always turning the turbines, and the little brooks is always trickling down the mountainside and turning the little treadmills and making all that kind of energy. And the sun is always shining. And you know, every time I think of the sun, I think of my good friend, the one and only Senor Sunny Sun Person.
Sunny Sun Person.
Sun Person. Who is he?
If you live down south, like you.
Senorita Dorothy. You know, Paco lives on the side of Mount St. Helens.
See, I live in Harry Truman's house, so I used to live in Harry
And
Truman's
every
house.
day when the mountain isn't erupting and completely blocking out the sun, it gives him a little energy so he can heat his house, so he can heat his hot water, heat his basement, heat the garbage, heat the attic, heat the plants.
See, I use it all the time. I heat everything with. Why, I even heat my swimming pool with my piranha fish in it. Not only that, I heat everything. Why, I even cook with it. Why, just this very morning, I put a great big turkey dinner up on the solar panel on That was 6.5 hours ago. Everything is burning
Oh, he does that every day, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's been really great and a little strange meeting all you people here in Energy Land, and I would really like to go home now.
Well, Dorothy, I can understand that. And you can. You can go home any time you want.
Oh, see
All
ya.
it takes, hold on, kid. All it takes is a little bit of knowledge, and I'll bet that you have that knowledge.
Yeah.
Hey, Senorita Dorothy, what have you learned in Energy Land, huh?
Well, from you, a sunny sun person, I've learned all about the alternative energy and that these sun is pretty hot stuff.
You learned pretty good, kid, and for learning pretty good, I'm going to give you an Energy Land cheerleader costume, right for your very own. You can take it home and impress your friends. Thank you very much. See you later.
That's disgusting.
Well, hey, Dorothy, did you learn anything from me today?
Well, let's see, from you, Horatio, I learned all about how energy's made and where it comes from and how it gets to my house, and because you taught me so much, I'm going to give you this.
How's that? Hey, Dorothy, did you hear the joke?
No?
I didn't either. Bye, Dorothy.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Well, what about me, Dorothy? What'd you learn from me, huh?
What about you, Reggie? Well,
What about me?
I learned all about recycling and how to do a fine wheelie.
Oh, good. Then that means it's okay for me to ask you a question. And that is, how do you tell when an elephant has been in your refrigerator?
I don't know.
Tracks in the butter.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well, a little therapy and he'll be fine. What have you learned from me, Dorothy?
Oh, from you, Energy Godfather, I learned all about energy, and I learned that we have to think about it differently and use it wisely, because otherwise we're going to use it all up.
That is right. You have learned a whole bunch.
I have a question for you, too.
What is that?
Well, Energy Godfather,
Yeah?
what's red and green and red and green and red and green?
I don't know. What is red and green, red and green, red and green?
Froggy in a blender.
Oh, Dorothy. After Energy Land, your next trip will be to comedy school. Now, Dorothy, I want you to go home with all that knowledge that you have and use it very, very wisely. Promise?
I will.
Good for you, kiddo.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Now I know what makes things go. Am I surprised? All of that is really going on before my very eyes. I see now use the energy in my house because it doesn't just go on forever and ever, it runs out. I wonder where everybody is again. Oh, there's something else, my appliances. Now, I have to turn them on when I want to use them, but I have to turn them off as soon as I'm through because otherwise, if I leave them running, they'll waste energy and that's bad. You watch. From now on, I'm going to be really good and I'm never ever going to waste energy again.
Have you heard the good news? No more energy blues. She knows how to do things right. Keep the thermostat down, keep the TV off, keep the refrigerator closed up tight. All day long, we're happy singing this song. She knows about energy. She makes it okay, 'cause she's trying to say we're as happy as can be. Being smart about energy.
I'm as happy as can be.
Being smart about energy.
Help, I want a drink and not a smoke.
Can we show this run through in the morning?